I'm Leo Warder for KitGuru, and today I'm taking a look at this G.Skill Trident Z RGB DDR4 memory. 4 modules of it, 32 gig kit, DDR4 3200 megahertz, entirely conventional Trident Z memory, except it has RGB illumination. And what they've done is really clever. Physically, it is the same height as a regular Trident Z, which means installed it's 47 millimeters. So it's a tad taller than, say, Corsair LPX, which is 37, so 10 mil taller. But then the sort of the stepped heatsink was always a slightly bigger beast on the G.Skill. But the fact they've managed to add LEDs without changing the physical package whatsoever is truly remarkable. No external cables or any such, it's all powered through the memory slots. Really, really neat. By default, it runs in a kind of RGB sort of marquee kind of thing, which looks very swank. I've set it to a thing they call yo-yo, which basically means it goes and I've chosen a sort of pinkish colour because it looks quite neat. I've also got here a Kraken liquid cooler on the go. It's the current revision which has LED illumination in the thing. Because let's face it, it's the world of RGB. The motherboard is significant. It's an Asus Z270F Gaming Strix, which means it has Aura built into it. And I'm going to come back to that in a while because there's something going on here. So this is a conventional Z270 motherboard with a Skylake processor, a bunch of DDR4, a GTX 90 graphics card, and everything's exactly as you would expect. The memory, you just plug it in and it just works and it just illuminates and it does stuff. The thing is, you can also install some Trident Z software. It's got a really imaginative name, Trident Z RGB Control, and scarily at the moment it's in beta, version 1.00.08. Head to KitGuru, we've got screen grabs and such like to show you what it looks like. But the fact is, it looks almost exactly the same as the Aura control software that you get with your, well, you can download with your Asus motherboard to control the onboard illumination. And if you have a case or some such that has Aura lighting and it connects, then it will the motherboard will control both the case, it will synchronize and control both the motherboard and the case lighting. And that all works absolutely fine. The thing is, the beta software, while it works, it appears to have knocked out Aura. It seems at the moment to be you can either have Aura or you can have G.Skill, but not both simultaneously, which is why the Aura side of things at the minute isn't doing much. If you switch back to auto mode, it'll work happily, and then you can control the Aura separately. As things stand, the software quite clearly, it's called beta, it certainly is in beta. Anyway, the software, so you open it up and I've got 4 modules of memory, and it's quite clear from the way the software works that it's treating the memory as 16 lighting points, so 4 per memory module, 1, 2, 3, 4 along it. So you can, if you choose, if you want to say choose static lighting, you can set one point to one colour and the next point to a different colour, so you could have multiple colours on each module of memory. Not quite clear why you'd want to do that, or you can set the whole caboose. You can use a synchronization thing called across all devices. So if you pick one point, choose a color, choose a pattern or whatever it might be, click the thing, off it goes. Happy as a sandboy. Works very neatly. That is absolutely fine. The fact that the memory comes in a massive array of options, basically, I almost would believe that G.Skill is replacing Trident Z with Trident Z RGB, the way they've completely gone for broke on this. You can buy kits in dual channel kits 16 gig, quad channel kits 32 or 64 gig. Speeds range from 2400 megahertz all the way to 4266, and there are 9 steps along the way between 24 and 4266. Pricing, it very much varies according to speed. Looks relatively pricey to me. This 32 gig kit DDR4 3200 in the UK is £350. If you get the slightly slower stuff, 310. Get faster, goes past the 400. So as ever with memory, you get what you pay for. The RGB thing, on the other hand, if you don't have Aura or one of the other control softwares from one of the other motherboard manufacturers, they each now have their own lighting stuff going on, you know, MSI, Mystic and such like. If you don't have Aura type software installed on your motherboard, then the G.Skill is not going to have a conflict. It's just going to work, and that's obviously great. If you do have Aura and you're running the beta at the moment, that's a problem. So hopefully they're going to fix this. I mean, you have to assume it's fixable, But we have been waiting a little while for the GSkill to come along, so it's possible they've had more problems in development than they expected. Anyway, as things stand, the control software is not right, but the lighting you get from this memory is absolutely gorgeous. I can only hope that they sort things out properly such that the GSkill and the Aura work in sync properly, which is obviously how it's meant to be, so you can do the whole thing with one utility rather than having to have two utilities to control, one for your motherboard, one for your memory. Having said all that, this is clearly a work in progress. The memory has launched, the software is being worked on, but by goodness me, it looks good. I could sit here literally for hours watching the different patterns, which is a bit sad. Absolutely loving what I'm seeing. Really, really hope they can get this absolutely nailed and sort that software out in the near future. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. If you want more from KitGuru, please do click to subscribe. I'm Leo Walder for KitGuru. This is G.Skill Trident Z RGB memory.